your boy, Coach Carl. Mr. 57 is the new 27. And I'm just logging in. About to get me a little bit of bag work going. Hope y'all having a good day. Hope y'all having a great day. It's Friday. And it's not that hot out here. As you can tell, when it's not that hot out here, I got on the hoodie because I want to sweat a little bit. But when it's hot out here, I'm down to almost no shirt because I want to get burned a little bit. I think I got a problem. Hope y'all doing good today. I'm just touching the bag up a little bit before y'all log in. It's a Friday, yo. It's Friday. I just came back from a 2-mile run in a 20-pound vest and then a 3-mile walk because I got to get that 5 miles in. The only reason I didn't do 5 miles in that vest because that vest was heavy. Just hitting the bag a little bit, waiting on y'all to log in. Check in when you get a chance. Check in when you get a chance. Woo! Gotta put a little fire in this bag every now and then. Gotta put a little fire up in there. I know I logged in today unexpectedly, but I wanted to get a little bit of work in, and that's why I logged in. I'm about to set this clock. I had the clock running for a few minutes, but I just had it running on the stopwatch because I wanted to just kind of get a couple of minutes in before anybody logged in and see what's going on. Yo, but it's your boy. Y'all know me. It's your boy, Coach Carl. Mr. 57 is the new 27. Even though people like to ask me why I say that all the time, it's because I'm in better shape now than I was when I was 27. And I'm trying to show anybody, that what you see me doing, you could be doing. I ain't special. I ain't got no S on my chest. I'm just a regular dude. I'm gonna give myself 7 rounds on the bag. Just work up a couple things. That's it. It's Friday, baby. It's all about the work. You get out what you put in. So if you put in some work, you get some work out. Like you say, I throw a 1-2 or 1-2-3. I gotta move that head because I might piss him off. I might wake the monster up. When you wake the monster up, you gotta get out of the way. Yeah, man, I'm tired today. I did that 3-hour workout, and then I went for that 2-mile run. I know y'all know I got a personal challenge going on right now. For anybody that want to jump in, even if you're late, today was day 8. I run 2 miles every day with a 20-pound vest on, and I've been racing the clock. My fastest time in the 20-pound vest is 8 minutes and 54 seconds per mile. So I run 2 miles with the 20-pound vest on, and then I walk 3 miles so I can get my 5 miles in for the day. But at the end of 30 days, I'm gonna race my own time and see if I can beat my own 8:54, which was day 1. So With that being said, I'm a little tired, but not too exhausted. That I can't come out here and get a little bit of work. People used to ask me when I run with them. I used to run with certain guys, and they say, "Coach, how you talk when you run?" You're working on your extra cardio. That's how Alright. Gotta put my glasses on now so I can read the screen. It says, "What's up, coach? Your green thumb, my dog." Or girl, I don't know which one it is. Yeah. Nah, man. Look smooth with it. I'm gonna keep trying, baby. I'm gonna keep trying to look smooth. Yes, sir. Yeah. Okay. I'm from Virginia. Say hi. MVP. Throw some heat. Well, I got a couple of rounds to do. We're gonna see what I can work with. I'm a little tired today. Today Friday. Today was day 5 of all that extra. Woo! Whole thing is, you can't be tired. They can't see you sweat, baby. Can't see you sweat. They see you sweat, they can't know you're tired. Woo! 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 All right, what we working with? What we working with? I gotta keep putting my glasses on, cause I can't even read the writing. Let's see. That was great. Yeah, I'm thumping it. I'm trying. Yeah, I'm from India. Yo, what up? Boxing's got the best training. Believe it. It's a whole lot of cats out here training. I done trained in some of everything. Wrestling, football, basketball, baseball. I ran track. I did it all. But nothing worked me harder than boxing, because you gotta use what you got. Yeah, put that work in. When you put the work in, you get the results. Y'all see my little itty bitty rag? This rag is about gone. This rag is probably wetter than I put it in the sink to wash my face with it. Man, let's see. Let's see what we're working with here. All right, let's see. I'll be wrestling. It's more of a grind. Yeah, wrestling's a grind, because you can't let the guy go. Because when you let him go, he got you now. He'll put you in a banana split and choke you out. And if you know your other arts, he'll put you in a grapple and pull your pieces pull you to pieces. What kind of gloves are those? These are Farabee 6-ounce bag gloves. Not that thick, but I make them work though, baby. I make them work. Let's see, Coach Sean Longs, my man, Big Willie from VA, baby. Holla if y'all from anywhere near here. Put down that you're from 757 or 804. What? Is there such a thing as short L step? I don't know, man. People make up names for stuff all the time. I don't know what it is. But if they told me what it was, it might be such a thing. They just gave it a different name. First time here. Thanks, TK. Yeah. Show something. Okay, hold on. I'm going to get to you. I'm going to get with you. You fast. I'm trying. Believe it. Johnny Blaze. North Philly. The bricks, baby. Huh? You down there with all the hustlers. Let's see. Pull up the likes. What's the best way to build fight cardio and endurance, Coach? Come out here and hit this bag. That's the best way to do it. Hit a bag. Hit a bag for about 5 rounds, and then have your sparring partner on lock. And go ahead and spar with him. Spar with your sparring partner after you already did 5. Ah! That's why. Ah! 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 Come on. Ah! Man, when I throw that uppercut, I vision sending that sucker to the moon. I want him to go up in the sky. Remember Rock'em Sock'em Robots? When you hit him, his head pop up. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. What you thinking? Double up on it. You say double up on it. Michael Jordan, number 23, baby. Come on. That's my Michael Jordan. Gotta get a little faster. Woo! Come on. Woo! See, I gotta put that bob in there, because he might throw something back. When he do, you gotta be ready. I used to tell guys back in the day, hit him with a 1-2 and cover. Bah! Hit him with a 1-2 and cover. Let him throw back. Then step back and hit him with an uppercut. Huh? Because when he starts throwing back, he ain't protecting none of this. So the only way to get through any of this, he can be like this all day, go through the middle. Bah! Bah! Knockout. Send his head to the moon. Send him to the moon, baby. That's that one hit a quitter. You gotta jump in on it. You gotta be like, put it right there. Put it on the chin. Knock it down. Split it open. Make them go like that. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta get ugly with it. You ever seen a fighter look pretty? No, you gotta grit and grind, baby. Sometimes you gotta get ugly with it. Let's see. I'm coming to spar. You at champ. I don't know what that means, but I appreciate it. Yes, sir. Blessings. Blessings, blessings. Yeah, I was doing handstand push-ups. I love handstand push-ups. I like anything that's hard. If you know something that's harder than what you see me doing on my channel, I got over 1,000 videos on my channel. If you know something that's harder than the exercises that I'm doing already, holler at your boy. I'll make my 3 hours, 4 hours. I'll include it, trust me. I believe in it. Ha 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 ha, everybody say that until they stand in front of me. You know who I'm talking to. I'm undefeated for a record, baby. I don't gotta brag. I don't gotta boast. But everybody like to say what they think they can do. And I like to say what ain't gonna happen, Captain. Hey, look, remember something. At 57 years old, I'm still doing the same thing I was doing at 27. Only thing is, I got a lot smarter. And I try to tell people, when y'all see me on the bag, you don't know what I'm visioning. Ah! No one knows what you're visioning, because it ain't their place to know what you're visioning. Ah, ah, ah! They don't see. All they see is you hitting the bag. All they see is your punch patterns. They think they know everything, but they don't. Hey, look, ain't my job to explain it to you. But as my mom used to tell me back in the day when I used to do stuff wrong, she said, I can show you better than I can tell you. Everybody got a better philosophy. Everybody got a better strategy. You know, Mike Tyson had the best strategy until he didn't. Javante Davis had the best strategy until he didn't. Devin Haney had the best strategy until he didn't. Roy Jones, my man, had the best strategy until he didn't. So everybody that's talking, they got the best strategy. Everything sounds good on paper. You ever seen a football team rolled up? You ever seen a football team when you see the whole roster? And what the commentators say? They look good on paper. See, the difference between me and a lot of other people is when I get hit, I don't get tired. See, some people get hit and they get tired. They want to quit. Not because the hit is hard, but because they're getting tired of getting hit. I feed off getting hit. That's what you're supposed to do. If you're a fighter, I got kicked in the, you know what? It made me fight hard. Oh, y'all seen the train? Y'all seen them Shaolin guys spread their legs wide open and the guy take a bamboo stick and start hitting them in the crotch? Yeah, it's real down here, bro. It's real. I told y'all I always wanted to be a Shaolin monk. So let that be the lesson for today. Everything about me is real. Ain't no faking here, bro. Y'all see me out here training, y'all see me out here sweating, y'all see me out here dying. But understand something. This not to brag on y'all. I don't boast. I don't brag. Y'all never once heard me talk about a fight I ever been in, other than when I got beat up when I was knee-high to a grasshopper, about 10, 11, 12 years old. I was getting beat up on a regular. But when you get beat up so many times, you develop a callus. And when you develop a callus, you can't get beat up. All you do then is get hit. And then you hit back. And your hit back hurts more than the hit you got. And then it's a different ball game. Ask people that know me. I took a couple of L's under 16. After 16, I came into my zone. And then I started giving out the L's. And this is not to brag, this is just to show you that the card hand will change. Everybody that's got a fresh deck of cards always be winning at the beginning. But the hand will change. And that is for everybody out there that is under the gun. For everybody that's getting bullied, the hand will change. For everybody that takes a L, the hand will change. If you get punched in the face today and knocked out, tomorrow you'll be doing the punching and the knocking out. The hand will change. So with that being said, understand something. I am 57 years old. 57. If you see me doing it at 57 and you're 17, 25, 35, 45, 55, trust me, at 57, you can still do it. So people think I get up here because I want to show y'all how strong I am or show y'all how fast I am. No, I'm up here to show y'all that it's possible, that any one of y'all could do the same thing y'all see me doing. You think I really care? Be honest now. I'm going to be honest. 1,000. You think I really care when somebody say they could beat me up? Please. I've been beat up before. I've been beat up before. You think I care when somebody called me ugly? I've been called ugly before. You think somebody say, I don't like the way you punch, I don't like the way... You think I care about that? Man, please. This world is full of people that think you care. I do not care about nothing negative. I'm a positive guy. That's why when I get up here, I don't talk about beating up nobody. I'm a positive guy. I don't got time to worry about the naysayers, man. I don't got time to worry about people. I don't care who don't like me no more, man. I'm 57, dog. I'm halfway to 100. You think I care who don't like me at the playground no more? I ain't got to be at the playground no more. You don't like the car I drive? You don't like the house I live in? You don't like my body snatcher bag? It don't matter. See, that's the only people that care about that stuff is under 20. You 20, you care about when people don't like you. I don't care about when people don't like me. I would never have nothing. I'm not going to spend the second half of my life doing the same thing I did in the first half. No. Come on, bullies. Bullies, you got to do better. Bullies only work when you allow them to. Negative thoughts and negative talk only work when you allow them to. You got to come harder than that. Woo, see how I stood up on it? Look. Man, you gotta make this bag jump. If you can't lift this bag up, if you can't make these chains jingle, you ain't doing nothing. You are not living to your fullest potential. I'm trying to live to my fullest potential. I was told by a Shaolin monk that I should have been a monk. Hey, look, I'm trying to tell y'all something, man. And look, stick with me. Stick with your boy, Coach. I'm going to show y'all something. I'm going to show y'all how not to let small things matter. They call small things for a reason. You don't worry about no little itty-bitty spider about that big, and you like 6 feet tall. You worry about a little itty-bitty spider. You the giant. He the spider. I don't care what he can do. You can kill the spider. Come on, y'all. Men's happiness. Exactly. Bottom line. Bottom line. Buddha. That is a great religion. Peaceful. Yes. Man, when you understand what if it's a black widow, put him on his glove. He'd be just like that. He can't like regenerate. It is what it is. When you die, you die. What's your height, man? I'm 5'6", 140 pounds. Let's see. Levi. Man, I appreciate you. I appreciate you logging in, player. It is what it is, man. I appreciate it. Who talking about marijuana? Man, you know marijuana's legal. I never smoked marijuana, man, but they tell me marijuana don't even get you high. You know what I'm saying? What bag is that? Mine tore yesterday. This is a body snatcher bag. This is a ringside body snatcher bag. Man, this bag was less than $150. I had this bag since 2012. I had this stand that this bag stands on. I had this stand since 2012. And somebody asked me the other day, the stand is an Everlast. It's a metal stand. This stand been out here on this patio in the weather since 2012. That's 13 years. This bag is a 2012, 2013 bag. That's another 12 or 13 years. Man, everything I got is old. Everything I got is old, bro. You feel me? I don't have to buy nothing new because you buy the right stuff the first time. Throw some hands, bro. Let us see some. Oh, I'm gonna throw something, but I gotta read some of these things first, though. I mean, I ain't come out here to not pay attention to these people. These people want to talk to me, man. Aquabag was like 140 and lasted 6 months. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Them Aquabags are good. I used to beat the crap out of Aquabag because don't hurt your hands, man. You know what I'm saying? Who you got winning, Crawford or Canelo? Man, y'all know the deal. I like Canelo, but I like Crawford more. I just think Crawford has the skills to pay the bills. With that being said, we're gonna hold Crawford, gonna get up there, and we're gonna want it to be a fair fight though. We don't want it to be no crap. I'm from Newport News, Yeah. Do you have a training program I could join? You can join this one right here. You can get online. You can ask me a million questions, and I'll train you from at home. I ain't lying. I'll train you. I'll tell you everything you need to know, from diet to exercise to shadow boxing. And man, I'll even show up at your sparring sessions, and I'll work your corner for you. Bruh, that's what we do here. Crawford might be too small, though. Not really. Small don't have nothing to do with it. Y'all heard of David and Goliath? Read the Bible. David and Goliath. Goliath was a monster. You feel what I'm saying? It's all about the heart, bro. Size of the heart. 757, stand up. Believe that. How many fights you got? A bunch. You want me to name all of them? From the ring to the street fighting to the karate to the wrestling? I got a bunch of fights, bro. And look, and all of them won't fail. Some of them was two people at one time. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, we ain't come up here to talk about my career. Don't matter. I'm 57. I don't get no accolades no more, bro. They don't give me no more trophies. If you watch some of my videos, look at all the trophies in the background. I used to have 122 karate trophies. I put a lot of people down. That's the nice way of saying it. I did what I had to do when I had to do it. But right now, I'm older, man. I just come out here to get in shape and to be in the best shape of my life and to tell you that you can do it. I'll sponsor you. What can I do better? My footwork for boxing at home. Man, I got footwork videos. Please go on my channel. Look for Pivoting Made Easy. Look for Pivoting Made Easy. Look for anything that says shadowboxing. And don't get it twisted. Understand something. Because a guy told me the other day, he said, man, my shadowboxing sucked. I'm going to talk about this for a second. He said, Coach, your shadowboxing sucked. It's the worst shadowboxing I've ever seen. All right, let me explain something to you about shadowboxing. Just for those that don't know. Just because you're listening right now, and I hope the haters up here. Look, shadowboxing is not a fight. Let's start by saying that. Shadowboxing is not a fight. Shadowboxing is me visioning somebody in front of me. And I'm visioning what they would do to me and what I would prevent them from doing and what I would hit them back with. That's what shadowboxing is. It's no more, no less. I don't got to go fast. I don't got to go slow. I don't got to throw hard punches. I ain't got to headbutt them. It's shadowboxing. It's slow motion shadowboxing, where I'm just basically looking at him. He throws a shot, bam. He throws a shot, bam. I go, bam. You go, bam. And then I move. And then I act like he in front of me again. And I be like, how I'm going to get to him? How I'm going to get to him? How I'm get. Then bang, 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 bang. So that's what shadowboxing is. It's me visioning a shadow and doing it in slow motion so I can control the technique of my boxing. Watch my hands go all the way up. I shadowboxing. When I'm shadowboxing, I do stuff like this. And I look to make sure everything looks right. My hip turn, my arm is up high enough. I say, okay, I left this open. So I'm like, and then I turn because I'm visioning him throwing a punch around here and hitting me in the L. Or some call it the V. Hitting me right here while I got my hand right here. Him hitting me right here in my face. That's what shadowboxing is. So shadowboxing is shadow boxing. Means you are boxing your shadow. I'm not trying to kill people. But for some people, they don't understand. I know a lot of people don't know a lot about boxing. That's why I'm here. What did Roger Mayweather say? Most of y'all don't know about boxing. I don't say that because I try not to curse no more. Cursing is for people that don't have a large vocabulary. Since my vocabulary is bigger than a curse word, I'll find another word to replace that word with. Now, with that being said, let's work. Ask me for something that makes sense. I'll give you something that makes sense. Ask me something stupid, I don't answer the question. So we're not going to overshadow a perfect and a good lesson for somebody that needs a good lesson with stuff that don't make sense. I've read comments on here where people say, your shoes don't look like they fit. You got a big head. Your body, your six-pack looks fake. I've heard it all, but it don't bother me. You know why? Because I ain't 21 no more. I don't care who don't like the stuff that I don't have. I just care who needs what I do have. With that being said, I think that your wise words of wisdom is right. Derek Myers. I appreciate you, player. 100. Please, I want everybody up here. I had people up here before tell me that they stressed out because how long you been coaching, boss? I started coaching as a student at 16 years old. I coached teams, and then I owned a gym in 2009. And that gym stayed open for 5 years, and then I went to another gym and I started coaching for another team, all in the 757 Hampton, Virginia area. And my team traveled out. We went everywhere. We went to Atlanta, Atlanta, we went to Georgia, we went to Ohio, we went to Michigan, we went to Chicago. We went everywhere we could go to box, because that's what you do when you're boxing. You go where you can go to get a fight. I had everybody. Keep it at brother ignoring the naysayers. Yes, sir, you're supposed to. The analogy of teaching somebody an uppercut to pretend like you're picking up a pail of water. Exactly. What's good, coach? Was that Pookie Man 12? What it do, homie? Some rounds with me one day. If you serious, you still teach. I teach online now, man, because I do so much stuff in my life right now. I don't like to. I'm just bogged down. Let's say that. I'm bogged down. So I can teach you anything you want to know by making it into a video and sending it to you, whether it's private or whether it's public or whether you got an email address or whether you're on Instagram. I'll figure you out, bro. If you want to learn it and I know it, I'm going to teach it to you. And it's free. I like how I say that. I change the word when I say it. Free. Literally what I need? Well, I'm literally, hey, look, then that's what it is then. If you can leave a message under any one of my videos and I can reply back, or you can go to Instagram and you can send me a video and we can talk a little bit more on Instagram. It's still Coach Carl 757 on Instagram. And here is Coach Carl 757_fitness. And you can also find my shorts page, which is _fitness_shorts. Still Coach Carl 757. So I got 2 pages up here. Improve my non-dominant hand, your left. You got to work it. You got to work it. It ain't but one way to get it better, bro. You got to work it. I've been trying to work on my footwork. Well, footwork is not that hard. You got to focus. Don't move them more than you need to, but move them. Kevin Gray, my dog from the creek. Oh, man. Player, what it do, man? It's your boy, Coach Carl, man. Cool Carl, which is the call. Hey, man, you the boy, man. I remember you, player. You was my favorite. Young homie coming up, and I'm being 1,000. I know what you're saying, bro. I know what you're saying. Let's say your testing technique is top tier, simple and straightforward. That's what it is, though. All right, simple and straightforward. And I could be the best coach in the world, but if I confuse you, then how good am I really? If I confuse you, I can't confuse you. If I can confuse you, then I ain't doing my job as a teacher. So I try to tell people, everything is straightforward. Boxing is an art. Please look at it like an art and stop looking at it like a fight. Two guys, a guy put on a pair of gloves and go out in the street and try to fight somebody, don't make him a boxer. He looking for a knockout. He's looking for power shots. He can't last 10 rounds at 3 minutes a round, dancing around, getting hit and hitting. You know what I'm saying? Boxing is training. Boxing is an art. I teach boxing the same way I taught karate. The same way I taught street fighting. Oh, trust me, I had to teach street fighting. I had some homies that I hung with that couldn't fight. And if I'm gonna be somewhere with these guys, they gotta be able to fight, because if somebody jump on me, I'm gonna need you to get them off of me. That's how I go. So it's an art. It's learn where to move, learn how to move, learn what exercise to do to make those moves better. It is what it is. So with that being said, we gotta work. Every time y'all see me throw this shot, I'm hitting them right here. In them ribs. I'm hitting that liver. I'm hitting them ribs. I'm gonna hit them kidneys. I want you to feel it. When the fight's over, I want you to understand that you've been hit in every spot on your body that makes a difference. Remember I told you you got the grit. Remember that ice cube? That grit. Look. You got the grit when you throw certain shots. I could be smiling, like my man smiling, and be like, change a smile to a frown in 5 seconds. Y'all hear the stand? I'm lifting the stand up off the ground. It's 300 pounds holding the stand up. Sometimes you gotta go. You gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta hit them hard. But you can't focus on hitting them hard. You gotta hit them right. Get an opening. Change angles. Change back. Woo! And the whole thing is, like I tell people, when I used to go running with other guys, I talk the whole time. Working on my extra cardio. That's what I called it. When I hit the bag, I talk the whole time. Working on my extra cardio. That's what I call it. Take a deep breath, like you do when you go to the corner. You get a minute, and then you come back to work. Let's see what we're working with here. Thank you from Sweden. Man, y'all be telling me about some places I've been looking at online. I need to come visit y'all, man. I need to come see y'all. Real talk. Keep them hands up. Yeah, that sounds real good. But if you got them too high, let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you a story. Tell you a story about keeping your hands up. When I was a young boxer, boxing coach told me one time, he said, never let your hands down. Keep them right here. Put this other glove on. So this story gonna make sense. I promise you. They said, keep your hands up. Keep them up. Let me tell you something. From Coach Carl to anybody watching this video, this right here is the stupidest thing you could do. Now, coaches around the world, they getting their Twitter fingers together to tell me I'm the stupidest coach you ever heard of. Let me explain something to you. This is the stupidest thing you could ever do. I'm gonna say it one more time, just in case y'all ain't hear me. So I'm gonna explain it. This right here is the stupidest thing you can do. Let me tell you why. Watch this. What can I see coming here? What can I see? You think I can do this? Nope. If I'm like this, I have taken away my peripheral vision. If you are driving down the highway in a car, and you can't see because the headrest is too high, or your windows are super black tinted, or your car is some kind of car that's small in the front and wide in the back and you can't see, then you don't know where to turn. Let me explain something to you. This right here will get you killed, because the only thing you're gonna see coming is what's coming this way. What about the punches? They're going around. What about when he changed angles and hit you right here? Because your hand is right here blocking it, and he hit you behind your hand. Bruh, let me explain something to you. The best way, now I ain't trying to get y'all to change your style, so don't get it twisted. The best way to box is to be able to lower your hands down so you can see. People see me like this, and they say, your hands ain't high enough, coach. Well, let me tell you something. When my hands are right here, I can see left, right, up, and down. You know what I'm saying? So I'm here, I can see your kicks coming, I can see your hand coming over here, I can see your hand coming over here, right? My job is to be able to see your punches coming. It don't matter how many punches I throw if I can't see yours coming. So for everybody that think your hands got to be right here, somebody been teaching you wrong boxing. They've been teaching you how to get beat up. Because all the guys I've ever trained, I told them how to throw multiple punches. So they're going to hit your glove right here and make you think you are doing a perfect job. And then they're going to come around and hit you in the side of your head. And the only thing you're going to remember is getting up off the floor and getting that 8 count. Trust me, there are wide punches that are designed. There are angles that are designed to change position so they can hit you where your glove don't show that the hand is coming. So for all these guys that get down here and they think they boxing, they can't see nothing coming around the corner. And ain't nothing worse than a punch coming that you don't hear, that you can't see, but you gonna feel it. Oh my goodness gracious. So let me explain something to you. So then Coach called in, since you're so smart, then where am I supposed to hold my hands at? You're supposed to hold them over your chin. This is how you get knocked out. This is how you get knocked out. Look, that's how you get knocked out. This is how you get knocked out. You hold your hands right here, and therefore it allows you to boom, boom, boom. When you here, you only can be there for a second. So it's boom and turn. It's boom and dip. Look, that's how you do. If you're in a sparring session with a guy, and you walk out and you like this, all he gonna do is tap your gloves until he can get around. He gonna make you think you're doing everything right, and then when them punches start coming, you're not gonna know where they coming from. And trust me, once you start getting hit 20 and 30 times, you're gonna be ready to quit. It ain't that your body is hurt. It ain't that he gave you a concussion. It's just that you frustrated and you can't fight no more. So the reality is, watch two people fight. When a guy get like this, the guy comes forward. When you drop your hands to here, he doesn't come forward. The only time I'll tell you to put your hands up that high is when you are close in and you fight. You close in fighting. When you right here and you doing this, you're trying to protect yourself. You see what I'm saying? You're trying to protect yourself. But when you back out, drop your hands and get to here. because you can see everything. That's what boxing is about. It ain't about trading punches. It ain't about getting hit and seeing who the strongest guy is, who gonna stand after getting hit with the biggest block, with the biggest shot. It's not about that. It's about protecting yourself in the process of being in a fight so that the fight can continue, so that the better man does win. Now, with that being said, let's see what other kind of comments I got up here. How do you make your punch harder? How do you make your punch? Your punch don't have to be harder. Ace 1900. Your punch doesn't have to be harder. It's not about how hard you hit somebody, but where you hit them. On the body, there are numerous places on the body that you can attack. And as Bruce Lee would say, with a 3-pound punch. That hard. That hard. That's a 3-pound punch. All right? It's places on the body. Now, where are those places that on the body? You got the throat. You got the neck. You got the ear for equilibrium. You got the jaw. When you hit a guy in the jaw, this is not as good as this. Why? Because you want to separate the jaw. Hitting him in the nose. Hitting him in the eye. This doesn't matter. This matters. This is the orbital bone. That matters. Hitting him in the side of the head. Knock him out. Hit him in the solar plexus where your ribs divide. If you push yourself real hard in your solar plexus, you're going to realize why it's called a solar plexus. This is your wind channel. I can take your wind out of you by hitting you in between the last 2 ribs in between your chest. I can hit you in your chest and make your heart do a double beat. You do not have to hit a person hard. It's about how you hit them and where you hit them. You do a snap punch. So instead of doing this, instead of doing that, don't make no difference. Do this. It's a quick snap punch. That's the difference in the punch. That's what you need to be able to hit people with. How do you get that? You start doing this. Hit my sleeve, look. That's what you want to be able to do. That's the punch that'll hurt somebody. And it's where you hit them at. That's why it's all about timing. That's what your jab is for. Your jab is for you to determine where you're going to hit a guy. People think a jab is I had a guy tell me one time as a fighter. He came to me and he says, "Coach, but I can't land my jab." Where are you trying to land your jab at? I'm going to hit him in the face. I want to do that. You don't need to do that. Let me explain to you what a jab is. A jab is designed to make him think you are attempting to hit him somewhere, then hit him somewhere else. So in other words, if I'm throwing my jab, and he's blocking it, he got his guard up like this, and he's blocking my jab, and then I go, he no longer doing what he thought he was supposed to be doing. Then he's going to come down to block that next shot, and then I'm going to throw a shot somewhere else, which means that's why combinations are like bang, 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 because they go pop, pop, pop. That's what combinations do. They don't land in the same place. Why would you throw a 3-piece combination when the guy got his hands like this? All you're going to do is hit him this glove, and then on the side of his glove. You move, you throw jabs to make him move so you can open up the spot that you want to hit. So in other words, if I got a guy right here like this, and I start hitting this, he do this. He think he blocking it. Then all of a sudden, I come over the top, boom, boom, hit him with a high blow after hitting him here. A lot of times when you boxing somebody, especially if they hold their hands like this, hit them in the wrist, send their hands back. Send their hands back like this, right? That opens up the spot. So now you can do this. Bang, 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 bang. Because you're doing hit. You're hitting them here, and then you're hitting them here. That's why you got people that do this. When you see people shadowboxing and they go, it's the first punch is to move it out of the way. The second punch is to hit them. So it's like in karate. You don't learn the application of a kata until you become a black belt. People say, what's the application of a kata? What the kata is actually used for. When you're learning all those moves in karate, and they don't tell you about them, they don't tell you about them until you become a black belt. I'm telling you the black belt of boxing right now. I'm telling you, hit them with a jab somewhere so that you can hit them somewhere else with a better punch. Why do you think guys started doing this? Lomachenko and the boys started doing this. They throw this. They go, because they pulling down your guard and then hitting you. It's just that simple. Boxing is a lot more complicated than people like to give it credit to. All right, let's see. Firstly, like a lion or a tiger. I'm gonna beat both if I can. Okay, Floyd. Floyd is a bad man because Floyd understands the art of boxing. How I take a body shot better. How do you take a body shot better? Train the body. You gotta train it. One of the things that I should do with my guys, have them lay on the floor, flat on the floor on your back, and have a guy stand over top of you and drop the medicine ball on you, so that you can learn what the power, what that pop feels like. Landing, 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 because that's what you're gonna be. A lot of times you see guys do this, and the guy just walk up to him and punch him a couple of times without trying to kill him. You're just trying to build this up. But be careful with that, because you can be sore and end up, your sore could be a fracture, or it could be a sprain, or it could be a bruise, and he's constantly hitting you and making it worse. So be careful not to overdo it. When somebody's standing in front of you doing that, they should be hitting you like this. That hard, no harder. People are wailing out on people, and people are getting hurt. And the goal for you is to not get hurt before you fight. Let's see, karate punches have more KO power. No, they just hit you in better places. They know exactly where they're going for. I told a story the other day about repetition in punches. People think that a person is fast because you see him, take these gloves off. People think a person is fast because they see him throwing real fast punches or a real fast combination. He's not necessarily fast. He's practicing his punches in repetition. So when you see a guy doing this, bang, 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 you say that guy's fast. No, it's a combination. That's how you get good at it. You keep doing it over and over, and it gets better. And the better it get, the better you're gonna be able to do it. And it's gonna get faster. Let's say, I'm gonna give you a black eye. Hey man, a lot of people that say it that bad, but black eyes don't really mean nothing in this fight, bro. They really don't. You don't win with a black eye. You don't lose with a black eye. You have to know the pressure points in the training. 27 years with Frank Hargrove, man, that's from here. Hey man, I know Frank Hargrove. I grew up knowing Frank Hargrove. Let me see, how do I train my obliques? Hold the weight in your hand and lean, lean, lean. And then switch the weight and do the same thing to the other side. And as many as you can do. It's gonna train this right here. It's gonna make it real nice and tight. So when you see the V cut, that's what it's from. Good stuff. Great info, bro. Appreciate it. Big tight. Appreciate it. Let's see. Johnny Halt. Peace. Thumbs up. MMA fighters would destroy boxers. They do more than boxers do. It's like saying a giant dump truck would destroy a Chevette, a Honda Accord. I mean, MMA fighters are training to do so many things, but I can tell you what an MMA fighter won't destroy, but it's neither here nor there. It all depends on who the fighter is. Muay Thai is dangerous. Muay Thai sends you to the hospital in a few minutes. Try fighting a guy with Muay Thai. The guy that's been kicking bricks. The guy that's been training his legs on a pole out front. Yeah, see what they do then. Yeah. Everybody got something different going on. Hold up, I didn't see what that said. It says, all right, let's see. Most street fighters are basically boxing. Yeah, because they don't know nothing else. So what they do is they learn uppercuts and they learn hooks. And they throw that big power shot, like Mike Tyson. And that's what they use to street fight. But street fights don't last that long. You know, one thing I learned about street fighting when I was a kid, and you had to get in a fight in school. The reason why I wasn't afraid to be in a fight, even though the guy might have been 6'2", 6'3", and I was 5'6", because the fight's only gonna last 30 seconds. So it doesn't matter what he do. It matters what I do in 30 seconds. I'm gonna throw everything but the kitchen sink in 30 seconds because the fight's gonna be over. And regardless of whether or not I hurt him or not, regardless of whether or not he hurt me or not, I look like the man. And then other people say, man, you see how many punches called through? But the reality is, I threw him out of fear, but I threw him for 30 seconds because I had been training and he hadn't. Let's see. As a martial, hold up. As a, in the same, I know, let's see. What should beginners start with if they want to learn to defend themselves? especially, well, if you want to learn to defend yourself, the first thing you want to learn how to do is block. Basics, blocking. And it don't take much to learn blocking. First thing I teach people about blocking is this, and hold. Those are the things you need to learn. This. See how I'm covering my ear? And hold. Those are the things you want to learn how to do. You hold when you can't block. That's the bottom line. You hold when you can't block. You have somebody, if you got to stand in front of a mirror, do like this. Be like, he throw a punch, block. Close them just like that. Block. He throw it, block. Cover the ear. Block. Block the belly, block the belly. Bottom line. Those are the best things. And then hold that sucker like there's no tomorrow. And do not let him go. Because letting him go will depend on how long you still be standing. Right? Where should a beginner start if they want to? Oh yeah, I just told you that one. So yeah, train me master. Ah man. I appreciate the props. As a martial artist, myself, a boxer will destroy any. Oh yeah, man. See, everybody got an opinion. And it's not, nobody's opinion is wrong. I tell people, I don't want to be right. Because if I'm right, that means that you're wrong. And I don't want you to be wrong. The bottom line is we all got opinions. And all of our opinions are valid. All of our opinions mean something. So the reality is I don't want to be the only guy right. I don't want to be right. I want to just give you my opinion and let it ride. Let my opinion be maybe the second opinion you use because yours should be the first one. Unless you think I'm telling you something that you don't know, go with what you think from the beginning. And if it doesn't work, then revert back to what I told you. Let's see. I'll do whatever it takes to become a champion. Then that means you're going to train. Because that's the only thing it takes to become a champion. Eat right, sleep right, run, and train. Get beat up a couple times. And then you'll be a champ. Trust me, because every champ has been beat up. I don't care who they are. They've been beat up. They've been beat up where you didn't see them get beat up. But they got beat up. That's how they learn how to be a champ. Let me see. My most knockouts have always come from hooks. Yeah, hooks. Look, street fights, backyard fights, man, I done it all. I don't gloat on it. I don't need no trophies. You know what I'm saying? I'm too old for trophies right now. I don't need none of that. I'm just telling you a story that makes sense. Because one of the things that I understood when I was growing up is that everybody had a story. Everybody got a story. Every martial artist, every boxer, every wrestler, everybody has a story. And that's all I'm doing is telling y'all my story in hopes that my story will make your life this much better. That's it. Because I done been through a whole lot of stuff. Anybody that know me know I've been through a lot of stuff to get to where I am right now. And the only reason I'm here right now is because God kept me here. I could have been out of here a long time ago. I'm going to let you know I could have been gone a long time ago. When them guns started ringing out, I could have been gone. But God made me run fast, jump high, and duck low. And that's the only reason why I'm still here, to be able to tell y'all this story right now. So my goal is to prevent you from having to do what I had to do to get to here. You feel what I'm saying? Let's see. My man. Let's see. Hey man, he said black people don't usually do well in MMA. It all depends. Hey, look, maybe they trying to skip over a couple things. I don't know. They say, well, we don't know why they don't, or as you say, they don't do well. I don't know why they don't do well. I don't think it's because they black, because all of us are the same. Anybody that don't think we all the same, cut yourself open and look inside. We all got the same parts in the same places, all doing the same thing. The only thing different between us and whoever is this right here. What we put in this right here. That's the difference. Let's see. Do you think you could go pro at 24 with amateur boxing experience? Say, with amateur boxing experience? Of course you can. You can go pro at 24 with no amateur boxing experience. There's a lot of fighters, their first fight was pro. Check the records. There's a lot of people that didn't have a lot of amateur fights. A lot of people had one or two and went pro. They didn't feel like they had time to waste. It is what it is. As long as you get somebody to sponsor you and you train hard, you can do anything you want to do, player. Anything. Hey, look, there ain't no rules to the game. The rules are you can do anything you want to do. Yep, and counter defense, as they say in karate, kogeki and uke. That's offensive and defensive. All right, sorry y'all. I had to run in my house real quick. Sliding glass door right here. I had to get my other bag gloves. Now, I know what y'all thinking. What's wrong with this guy? These is not bag gloves. These are not MMA gloves. These are weightlifting gloves. Now, why do I put them on my hand? Because sometimes I do slip the bag and I don't need to tear the skin off my knuckles. I do not need trophies at 57 years old. But I do work on my knuckles. And how I work on my knuckles is right here. You gotta be able to do it all, brother. That's why when people talk about street fighting, I used to be a street fighter. I ain't proud of it. You gotta be able to hit no matter what. You know, people talk about gloves. They talk about the best boxing glove. There's no such thing as the best boxing glove. It's what glove fits your hand. It's what glove protects your knuckle. Everybody punch different, so certain gloves are made to protect different. But if you train your hands, I've been punching for 57 years. No bruises, no cuts, no scrapes on neither hand, right? So with that being the case, people ask, well, what gloves are better, coach? It's not the better glove. It's how you punch. A lot of people punch, and when they hit something, they do this. Or they go, and if they're doing that, you tear the skin off your knuckles. You can hit a tree if you hit it flush. That's why I tell people, remember I just talked about not punching through the bag, but working the bag. Don't let the bag work you. Hit the bag like a sucker punch. Don't run through the bag. That's why the bag not swinging all over the place. Hit it flush, and you won't hurt your knuckles in the process. So it don't matter what quality or how expensive a glove is. It only matters how it feels to you. People say, well, the Velcro straps are better than the drawstrings, or the drawstrings are better than the Velcro straps. Let me explain that to you. When you are sparring, if you got Velcro on your glove or string, still got to wrap them. Don't get in the ring with nobody that don't have tape wrapped around their wrists. Why? Because this here will cut your face. You feel me? A shoestring will cut your face. The little tip at the end will cut your face. That's on the glove. So when they put their gloves on, wrap them with tape. That's why they do it. To prevent you from getting hurt. Working on them reflexes. I come outside to do a lot of work. Sometimes I work on power. Sometimes I work on speed. Sometimes I work on combinations. But the bottom line is, keep working. Keep working. Let's see. See if I got any more comments. Bro, in India. I don't know what that say. How's it going, coach? Steel Wasp. Doing good, bruh. Doing good. Out here after a long day of working. After a long day of working out. Should we step away in every time we jab? Step away? He said, should we step in? Oh, I thought it said step away. My fault. My glasses was foggy. Only if the person is moving. The whole deal is don't step backwards. And if you do, step to the side, because if you step backwards, they'll run you right into the ring. So when you jab it, you hear, ah! Ah! Even if you don't go nowhere, you insinuate that your foot is moving. Look. Ah! See how my foot moves? Ah! Ah! 2 times, 2 punches. Ah! 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 Just like that. This hand is in the chamber. Ah! 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 Bring it back. You want it to be L. So you got, it's like putting a bullet in the chamber. Don't do this. Because them last punches ain't gonna do nothing. Just the first one's gonna work. So bring it all the way back. Ah! See how I brought it back? Ah! Ah! Bring it back. Ah! So every time it's gonna feel the same. And even if he don't move, you step. Because you never know what you need, what you're intending to do. You could be stepping because you're going to step around him. Like, ah! Look. Ah! See how the bag ain't moved. And I ain't go backwards. Ah! Look. Ah! Ah! See how I stepped? I put a second step in it so I can cut and go around him. Hit him with another shot. That's why you keep your foot moving. I tell people, one of the strategies I always used in boxing is to keep your feet moving. And the reason why you keep your feet moving is because they determine if you're coming in by your step. So say I'm like this. You know, then all of a sudden I jump. They see me coming. They're gonna move out of the way. They're gonna be better prepared. They're gonna block, whatever the case gonna be. But if I did this, he don't know which one is the one. Then all of a sudden, bang! Bang, bang! See, he don't know which one is the one. He think the jab is coming. Look, you see the jab coming. Whop, hook. That. See? They don't know what's coming because your feet are moving. That's why feet make boxers. Footwork make a good boxer. All right, let's see what we're working with. Hope y'all left me some good comments. Let's see. You look like a very distinguished brother. I tried, man. I've been trying all my life to be something. Because better be something than be nothing. Yes, sir. Wing Chun. Yeah, man, I like Wing Chun Kung Fu. Spent a lot of time paying attention to it because of Bruce Lee. That's what it do. And Jeet Kune Do. Oh, y'all watch my videos. Y'all see me kicking. Your boy got a lot of years of moving these feet, bruh. These feet don't stand still. I'm trying to move. I don't know why this thing ain't moving up, man. What do you do? What do I do? What do you do? For a living, I was a barber for 40 plus years. Owned barbershops since 1991. Closed my last barbershop in 2020. And now what I do is what you see me do. I come out here. I train for 3 to 4 hours a day. I got a few YouTube channels and I teach. I taught in gyms, I taught karate, I taught boxing. You know, hey, look, when you live long enough, you done change the game a little bit. You don't gotta take what they give you. You can create your own avenue. I'm saying, I'm getting fat at 39. I used to be 151. Man, you could change that. Look at my videos about dieting. I'm vegan, so I was 201 pounds, and in 6 months, I lost 60 pounds. I changed my whole diet. I stopped eating junk. I started eating real food, real vegetables, real fruit, real nuts, and I started drinking protein, and I cut out a lot of carbs, and I cut out a lot of fat, and definitely cut out a lot of sugar. Don't eat none of that junk, and it will fall off of you, man, as fast as you can get it off of you. You control the game. Never limit your, hold up, there going it. Okay, there you go. Never limit yourself to just one style. Keep an open mind. That's what I've been telling people my whole life. Why do you think I did so much stuff? That's why when somebody say, Man, I can get through your jab. If we was in the street, I get through your jab. Yeah, but what about my knee? What about my elbow? What about my feet? What about my headbutt? What about what if I bite you? I use everything God gave me, bro. I ain't playing. Y'all know what time it is. Hey, look, it's called survival. It's called getting back home. When I leave home, I gotta come back home. I want to be a champion to defend myself from my life. And yeah, you could do all of that. You could do all of that, player. You could defend yourself. You could be a champ. 1 year, 15 pounds, slipping. I love the greenery in Virginia. I see the wilderness called veganess. Make me want to train some days, laugh out loud. Yeah, it's greenery in Virginia, man. We got too many daggone trees. That's why when we have a storm, it could be a tree sitting on top of your house. You liked it. I like that tree. I just didn't like it in my house. Man, my glasses is foggy. Things are just getting a little tardy. A little tardy out here, player. Let's see. I am a female, 145 centimeters. Let's see. Will boxing be a good fit for a person with height and weight? I did karate for a few years, but it didn't depend that much on straight strength. Boxing is good for anybody. I don't care what size you are. I don't care what height you are. I don't care how fast you are. You don't have to be the fastest person in the world to be a boxer. You just got to train to be a boxer. If you train to be a boxer, you can be anything you want to be. It's what it all comes down to. It comes down to you. Don't come down to nobody else. It comes down to you. And you can be anything you want to be. If you are tall, use your reach. If you are short, learn to get in. If you're a woman, train hard. Fight who they put in front of you. Don't be afraid to take an L. Taking an L is how you learn to not take an L the next time around. I took a lot of L's in life to learn how not to take L's later in life. That's what this whole thing is about. I ain't never been sick, man. I tell y'all a quick story. I ain't never been sick in my entire life. I ain't never had as much as a common cold in 20 years. It's all about how you eat, how you sleep, and what you don't do. I don't drink and I don't smoke and I don't do no drugs. So there's nothing going in this body but healthy food, and the only thing coming out is healthy progression. You see what I'm saying? So with that being said, I'd like to thank God for taking the time out to bless my life. You see what I'm saying? Because he's been blessing my life. That's the only way I'm still here. I can have holes all in me, but I don't. You see what I'm saying? Let's see. Let's see. No, I never boxed professional. I always wanted to, but back when, you say 30 years ago, you had to get signed by somebody. Now, anybody can be a pro boxer. You can take your next door neighbor, and he can take you and sign you up to be a pro boxer for $200 right now. He can get you a fight, and you can fight somebody in the pro ranks right now with your next door neighbor that has no experience. The thing about boxing coaches and the professionals, they don't have to have experience. They can just walk in and sign you up and get you out. If they can teach you how to hold your hands and throw a punch, then they consider the boxing coach. And you don't need national organizations to sign you no more. People can sign you. I know a whole lot of people that got into the boxing game now straight off the street. Street fighters become boxers now. As long as you can win, as long as you can put up a good fight. That's the bottom line. You can put up a good fight. And if you win, somebody will pick you up sooner or later and give you that long paper. But from the beginning, you'll just be making short paper. I know guys that's making $500 to $1,000 a fight, and they got 10 fights. Imagine that. Imagine having a day job and coming home on the weekend and going to fight for $500 in a ring. Hey, anybody can be a boxer now, bro. But just be careful. Be careful what you ask for. All right, be careful what you ask for. About hooks. What about hooks? Jay, what about hooks? Amen, brother. Amen to you, brother. It's not a single sin to fail. No, it is not. Failing is a part of life. You would never know how to get back up if you didn't fall down. That means you'll never bend your knees to get up off the floor. You know, one time a guy said when you fall down, you're closer to God. So while you're down there, say a prayer before you get back up. So don't think falling down is a sin, bro. Not getting back up is the sin. Boxing is the science. It's way more technical than people think. Yes, it is. There's so many different things that you can learn from boxing that people just have no idea that boxing is that in depth. Man, I be thinking something creeping up on me, bro. It's my instincts. I want to do a turnaround back kick, overhaul, dump kick, axe kick, elbow to whoever's sneaking up behind this fence. Huh? Talk to me. Can I start boxing career at 36? You can start anything at any age. That's the point I be trying to make to y'all. Just start on the right level. Don't go out there 36 trying to fight somebody 20 and 0. You're going to get knocked out. It's going to be real easy and real fun for him, but not fun for you. So just take your time. You can do anything you want to do as long as you take your time. There ain't no limits, bro. Ain't no limits. Humble elegance. Thank you, Steve. Subscribed. Dustin, I appreciate it. Chris Watts, my man. Thank you for the super. Man, right now I don't charge nothing to train. So my thing is this. I don't teach nowhere but here. So, hey look, we can do some one-on-ones on this online thing right here. Where I come on and you know I'm on and you tell me what you want me to show you and I'll show it to you. And all you got to do from there is practice it. You'll get better at it. I'll get better at teaching. You'll get better at learning. Together, we're going to be a system. Can you be doing too much cardio, coach, as you get older? You know, they say you don't get older until you stop training. That's the funny thing about life. You don't get older until you stop training. Training keeps you young. So now when you first start, now if you try to start training at 57, oh yeah, you could be doing too much. You could fall out because you ain't trained yourself to be there yet. You keep pushing yourself, but you don't have your limit. You don't have a limit yet. So my biggest thing is I started training hard the way I train now at 46. And now I'm 57. I'll be 58 November the 5th, 2025. So what I do now, it amazes me. I train for 3 hours every day. I'm talking about calisthenics, weight training, bag work. I walk 5 miles. I run 5 miles. Tomorrow is Saturday. I'm going to ride the bike 50 miles. Hey, it is what it is, bro. You can't do too much when you're already there. When people say, Coach, you're going to fall out one day. Well, this is what I love doing. So if I fall out, let it be doing this. Not doing this or doing this. It don't make no sense. Let me fall out. I want to be like a Yakuza. I want to fall out on my own sword. You know what I'm saying? I want to fall out on my own sword. I'm a real dude, man. I don't mind losing. I don't mind going out on my own terms. I'm not going to be sitting around the house hollering about I should have did this and I should have did that so I could end up being this. No, you either going to do it or you ain't going to do it. Watch my videos, yo. I got over 1,000 videos on this channel. Over 1,000. You get to see what I'm about. You know what I'm saying? Barbecue or mildew, man or mouse. Memorex, live or Memorex. You know what I'm saying? Can you start by? Yeah, like I already answered that one. So yes, you can. Yes, you can. According to physics knowledge, I will become flexible, more powerful legs, and reach higher, lean, learn sword fighting, vital points of power, and heart, etc. Yeah, you could do all of that. All of it. I'm learning how to do things right now that is incredible for 57. I'm learning how to do 2-finger push-ups, the 2-finger pull-ups. I'm learning how to hold myself out and not worry about the pain. I'm on a stretching challenge right now where it was a 60-day stretching challenge, and I got this far from doing a forward split. That's when both feet are facing the same direction and you go straight out. I'm this far from doing that joint right now. And I'm also doing a 30-day challenge of running with a 20-pound backpack on, 20-pound vest on, and I run. My first day was 8:54 per mile for 2 miles. And at the end of 30 days, I'm going to beat my time, and I'm going to do it live online. So we're going to work that out. But yeah, man, you can do anything you want to do. Just do it. Don't let nobody tell you what you can't do. I'm here to tell you what you can do. Lou Gossip. Yeah, people say things people didn't say I look like everybody. Learn to grapple. Disable arms. Yeah. Learning to grapple is, yeah, you gotta have a grappling partner. You gotta have somebody that's willing to allow you to pull them apart. You know what I'm saying? That's willing to allow you to pull them apart. Let's see. Friend for life. Thank you. Friend for life. Let's see. Say, hey partner, or hey boss. I just want to know what is the happiest time, happiest moment in my life. Oh, I got so many of them. Let's start by the fact that I had a checkered dating life. I had a checkered dating life, which means that my dating life sucked. I was meeting people. My mama told me I had the gift of gab, so I was meeting people for the wrong reason. So one day I came home and I had met this young lady, and I asked my mama how she liked her. And she said, I don't know what you're asking me for, because you're not going to keep her anyway. I said, what you mean, mama? She said, you bring home all these girls, but you don't keep none of them. I said, mama, these girls is crazy. She said, that many girls? Is it them or is it you? That was the best advice I ever got. Then I dated that same girl, which turned out to be my wife. We dated for 8 months. And on August the 13th, this year, 2025, we married 34 years. So that would have to be the happiest time of my life, because I found my partner. You know, people search all over the world. There's two people that are supposed to be together, but they might be in different parts of the world. So you search the entire world looking for your other half. Sometimes you never find it. I found mine. So now 34 years of being decorated and celebrated. It is what it is. And that's the happiest time of my life. And then having kids and then building a business and all that other stuff comes later. But it's the partner. It's my favorite person that helped me make my other favorite people. You feel what I'm saying? So that's where it started at. That was August the 13th, 1991. And your coach got married. Been married ever since, bruh. And I don't do no game. Ain't no game plan. When you ask God for something, I say, God, if you give it to me, I'm going to take care of it. He gave it to me, and I do my job. I take care of it. Bottom line. Hey, boss, let's see. I don't want to fight. What can I do with this mentality? I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. What can I do with this mentality? Learn to protect yourself. You don't got to fight. The whole thing is, it's not about fighting. Boxing is an art. It's about competition. And sometimes people call it a fight. Karate is an art. It's about learning the spiritual side, learning how to do things to prevent things from happening. That's what all art is about. It ain't about going out here and picking a fight with somebody just to see if I can beat them. That's what it turned into. Gladiator sports, that's what it turned into. The better man type of thing. But when I started learning, I learned it for the art. I just like to know what it felt like to be in a squabble with somebody that the better man won. That's why at the end of the fight, I got up and gave him a hug and shook his hand. If I hit him and he fell, I picked him up. You know what I'm saying? I never stomped on him, even though I could have, especially in the streets. No, if I hit you and you fell, I let you get up. And if you couldn't get up, the fight was over. That's how it go. So it's not about fighting. It was about the art for me. So you can do a lot with the art. Let's see. What we got here. Oh, and I can thank y'all. All of y'all that's been giving me these little donations. Let me stop for a second and thank y'all. I've been seeing the $1, $2 stuff pop up online. I appreciate it, because this is my job. You wanna know what I do for a living? This is it. So if you see me online for 2 hours and I ain't make no money, then I didn't get paid today. That's the bottom line. So with that being said, thank y'all. I'm not begging. I'm just stating the obvious. Let's see. No races. No, we are the same. Yeah, we are the same. Bottom line, I don't care what color we are. I have trouble throwing an uppercut without losing balance when I duck to the side. Well, take your time. Uppercuts, first of all, don't get too low when you throw an uppercut. Don't drop your hands when you throw an uppercut. Make sure your stance is wide. Make sure your hands are here, and twist. You stoop, and then you twist. That's where the uppercut comes from. Bang, just like that. Bang. So make sure, and you hear my foot spin. It's like stomping on the bug. Put your foot on the ground and stomp on the bug. Stomp. Stomp. That's how you throw it. Practice it slow. And then once you get it, you got it. You don't start driving fast. If you learn how to drive, you don't get behind the wheel of a car and go 65. You go 10. I used to tell my kids, don't put your foot on the gas. Let the car ride at 10 miles per hour and you put your foot over the brake. You start slow. People ask me all the time when I start training, where should I start at? Start at the beginning. Start walking. You don't go out and run 3 miles, 2 miles, 5 miles, 10 miles. You start walking first. You build up your body. Oh man, I got I'm 10% now. Y'all know I'm 10%. I ain't got but 10% left. Where you fill your bag with? My bag came full. It's sand. Anything? Let's see. Yeah, there are rules to the game. Yes. Nate Diaz, he'll never be the same because he's been hit so hard in the head. Yeah, people are about the money. People are fighting for the money. That's always going to be a bad deal because you will take a certain amount of punishment for that paycheck. But at the end of the day, you don't want to have to spend your paycheck on your health. So with that being said, yeah, it's what it is, man. It's what it is. Let's see. Keep up the good fight, my American brother. Thank you. Let's see. Is it okay? No, it's not okay to eat that before a fight. Let's keep it 1,000, homie. Look, wait till after the fight. Then go eat. Go do what you do. Let's see. I know my knuckles would hurt. Most knuckles hurt, man. That's why we train them. I hit bricks for a living. I punch trees for a living. That's how you build the calluses over your knuckles so that when you hit somebody, if you can hit a brick and break a brick, then that means your hand is as hard as the brick. So that means when you hit somebody, it's like hitting them with a brick. Case in point. '57 respect. Captain Wizard. Uh-oh, got it. Chris Watts. Let's see, facts. Leather on them Cleto Reyes. Boy, them clothes is pretty, man. I like them. Do you do weightlifting as well? Yes, I do weightlifting as well. I do bench pressing. I do shoulder pressing. I do shoulder shrugs. I do single and double obliques. I do wrist curls. I do bicep curls. I do tricep curls. I do squats. I do squats holding the dumbbell. Yeah, man, I do all kinds of weightlifting. I cover the body. Look at my page. You'll see. I cover the body. The only way to build yourself stronger. I like calisthenics, but weights build you stronger. I go through some stuff, bruh. I go through some stuff in 24 hours. I go through some stuff that make me question what I'm doing. I know it's gonna make you question it. You're gonna be like, something wrong with you, man. Let's see. Yeah, this is 225. And you fight tough, they will take you out. That's why it's not supposed to be no fighting going on. Save your fighting for the ring. I save my fighting for the ring. You know what I'm saying? You out here on the street and you hit somebody with a good shot and you look like you like this and you all of a sudden bang, 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 yeah, he gonna be like pop, pop, pop. And that's gonna be the end of that. That's what happens in 2025. That's where we are as a nation right now. So my thing is, don't fight. Save your fight for inside the ring. Save your fight in a controlled environment. And I only fight if I have to. You don't knock on my door and punch me in my face, there's no fight. You see what I'm saying? I don't go out and pick fights with people because that's stupid. I'm trying to live, I'm not trying to die. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. But protect yourself at all costs, though. All right, y'all. Well, look, I got to get off of here. I got to get ready to go. Y'all been awesome. James Juarez, Robert Juarez, I think that's how you say it, but you awesome. You know what I'm saying? All of y'all. Look, y'all be safe. Take care of yourself. And once again, remember, I am not up here to flex and show y'all what I can do. I'm up here to show you what you can do. If I did it at 57, you can do it at any age. 57, I'm half to 100, bro. But I'm still feeling good and still looking good. Let's get it real. All right, well, once again, it's your boy, Coach Carl. Mr. 57 is the new 27, and I'm going to catch y'all on the flip side, because right about now, your boy is out.